Sure, abuti honestly.
Let me first just talk about the issue of some world news, the issue of Trump, just to tell you, in America. So you hear it from me, because a lot of people, it's like, why am I saying that, whatever. Please listen to what I'm going to tell you. The issue of Donald Trump saying that white people's farms are being taken in South Africa, that's not true. It's not true. And we know that's not true. But a lot of our white people know that's not true. And they need to tell the truth. Afriforum is talking nonsense. Nonsense. That's not true. That's not true. White people's farms are not being taken in South Africa. And if you know it's the truth, why are you not saying something? As a white person, you have a duty to say that's not true. If they say white people are killing black people in this country, we black people will say, no, that's not true. So it's not true that white people's farms are being taken. But I also don't agree with I don't agree with Donald Trump when he says South Africa is taking white people's farms. That's not true. But I'll tell you what is also not true is the fact that they say the white people are being oppressed in this country. That's not true. We live side by side here. Now, where I have a problem, and I'll tell you where I have a problem. Where I have a massive problem is when leaders are saying to hell with Donald Trump. They don't care. Donald Trump can go to hell, they say. Now, that's a problem if you say that. And I'll tell you why it's the problem. There's something called PEPFAR. PEPFAR pays for a huge amount of HIV/AIDS treatment, HIV/AIDS patients, HIV/AIDS medical personnel that works with HIV positive, listen to me, HIV/AIDS, HIV positive cases. So if you are HIV positive and you get ARVs, you benefit from PEPFAR. If the doctor's treating you, benefit from PEPFAR. The nurse is treating you, benefit from PEPFAR. Now you can't just say to hell with America. People are going to die. People are going to lose their jobs. I'm talking about 20,000 people, minimum. So you can't just say to hell. No, that's not how it works. If we don't want Donald Trump to have an opinion, we shouldn't ask them for money. We are a rich country. We have no business asking for donations. We have no business other people paying for our medical expenses. Because we are a very wealthy country. So I just want to say to you that it is wrong for people to say to hell with America. America is helping South Africa. Whether you like it or not, you must be humble. We must be humble. We're the ones asking for aid. We're the ones that want to have trade relations. You don't want a trade war with America. Like, I'm not happy with Donald Trump's accusation. But I'm smart enough to understand. China itself always try for peace with America. Why some people now saying America can go to hell? Do you know if America goes to hell, how many people are going to lose their jobs in this country? Oh, Gayton is scared of America. Gayton wants us to... No, I think about people's jobs. Let me tell you, parliamentarians are telling you, yeah, Trump must go to hell. They get free medical care. Let me tell you, in Parliament, there's free medical care for parliamentarians. They mustn't lie to you. I don't take it. They say, no, we are forced to take it. The EFF says, no, we are forced to take the medical. They're lying. Why am I not forced? I pay for my own medical aid. So I want to tell you straight, you can't come here and be arrogant if you don't have money to plug that gap. We must be humble. This is an opportunity for us to extract our minerals, to extract our gas. Don't just go with the flow here. You're excited. It's like julle wat is verloof. Nou stryd jy met die man. Nou, die argument met die man, dan gooi jy sommer die ring hier deur die venster. Môre moet ons nou hierdie ring kom soek. Hier in die slange pik ons is aan die gras besig om nou jou ring te soek. Mens vang so 'n slang se kop, want jy was normaal. So I'm saying to you, as a member of the PA, trust me when I say to you, we don't want that. You don't want a trade war with America. Don't listen to these politicians that say to hell with that. They have free medical aid, let me tell you. Now they tell you, when people are gonna die as a leader, you don't put what you feel. You put what is right for your people. I lead people. Now I need to think about the people that I lead. Some of them needs this treatment. They need these jobs. So I can't be arrogant like to hell with Donald Trump. Mashaba says, yes, I'm selling my soul. What soul am I selling? When I say, let us explain to Donald Trump and the US, let us work, because they start with PEPFAR. There's also AGUA. AGUA will destroy the Eastern Cape. It will destroy provinces. If they had to cancel AGUA, we're in trouble. There's also American companies here. America is the biggest or second biggest trading partner of South Africa. We have a problem of joblessness. The ANC plays with fire. This thing, I hate this. Karl Marx thinking and I'm a revolutionary. What revolutionary? People need jobs. They don't need people don't need, it was Amilcar Cabral that says, claim no easy victories. Tell no lies, claim no easy victories. People don't follow you for the things in your head. People are following us so that they can improve their lives and they can improve their material conditions. So I'm saying to you, I have no time for places like, for thinking like, now to hell with this. People don't have jobs. Maybe this is a chance. We can't even mine our gas in this country like we are not in charge of our gas. Then you are being taken to court. Nonsense, only nonsense that. Let us mine our gold. Let us mine that. I can't wait. This country, we must really, really understand. Poor people don't have jobs already. Now you want to say to the second biggest trading partner to hell and you are arrogant, you are all that. Open your wallet and replace that money of PEPFAR. So where Gayton Mckenzie standing here, come in my heart. You can hate me, you can call me an ass leaker, you can call me this. I am telling you today, I don't want war, a trade war with the USA. Because I don't want people to lose their jobs. People are going to lose their jobs. America is probably the second biggest trading partner after China, I think, or the biggest. We've also, the way the ANC has brought this bill, they didn't think. You don't bring something that has this world repercussions. And then you just bring out a statement, whatever. They've handled it totally wrong. You must not be arrogant as a leader. You must not be arrogant as a leader. You must always think about your people first. So, Gayton Mckenzie, the leader of the Patriotic Alliance, don't want a trade war. There's a possibility that I will be in a meeting with some foreign leaders very soon, and I'm going to tell them we don't want a trade war. Our Minister of Foreign Affairs has answered very nicely that nobody has Ronald Lamula, I was very clear. President Ramaphosa was also now clear. Apparently, he had a call earlier with Elon Musk. But let's not be arrogant, people. We can tell America to go to hell when we've got our ducks in a row. This Afriforum doesn't think when America cut us, all the farmers will suffer also. Because the farmers export this stuff to America. Now, where will the farmer stuff go if there's sanctions? So I hope you are clear now. I'm clear with what I've said. I've explained that. Let us not be arrogant. Let us mine our gold. Let us mine our platinum. Let us mine our iron ore. Let us mine our manganese. And let's get on the right track. So you are clear on that issue. Then the second one, I want to congratulate.
So, as we have all heard, the president addressing this situation that has been happening ever since Elon Musk and Donald Trump, which I mentioned Elon Musk because I believe he's been fed a whole lot of misinformation by Afriforum, which, in my opinion, are doing a great disservice to this country because they are willingly saying things that they know that it is a big fat lie. Because they believe they are being oppressed by a law that is powerless. Because if you listen to lawyers and people who know a lot about the law, when they break down this land expropriation law that has been recently signed, it is basically weak. It is nothing as compared to what should have been done or what they, mainly the white minority that was ruling during the apartheid era, was doing. The ANC has failed in these 30 years plus to actually focus and fix this whole thing on redress, right? And the majority is still the minority in the financial sector in the sector of owning land. Like Mighty Jamie has said, if one person is having access to water alone, and then you say include others so that they too can enjoy water, then you cry foul. This is exactly what's happening. So the president has called for cool heads, which I 100% advocate for, because we have leaderships and in which they should then deal with this matter. And Afriforum and their racist liars and lies and propaganda, well, it will, in the long term, after all of these deliberations come to an end, be exposed. Then they will stand there and have to protect themselves for what they are, especially the PR guy. Who outrageous. But then I also like what the president had been saying in recent days, because he had been calling for all South Africans to come to a cool head, and even to address Herman Mashaba, in which they agree a lot on other stuff, especially things like Abahambe. But in this one, they proved to butt heads. But it's okay. People won't always agree on everything. There's no train smash, but opens for a debate. But now, what I really like is that if we want to be able to tell America to go to hell, we must sustain our own selves. We must be able to use our minerals to better our nation and stop being beggars. For how long should South Africa be beggars? 30 years into democracy, we are still beggars while we are so rich. And we should be richer than Dubai, in fact. We are so rich in minerals, but when it comes to our leaders, they have no true intention in actually transforming our country. So basically, for the past 30 years, we have picked leaders who are not going to help us. We just have to face that. These leaders are just not going to help us whatsoever. They are not. So, in short, we need to consider going out there. As you know, it is the drive where we recruiting more and more members into the Patriotic Alliance. We need to now go out there, make sure we go and recruit members. Go for 1 million, into million members in our party, so that we can grow as a political party, even more than we've been growing, as we are the fastest growing political party. So we need to continue growing so that our president can actually make sure that we become a sovereign country. Because like he says, if somebody keeps giving you money, you give him the right to meddle into your business. So if we want them to not meddle into our business, we then need to get to a point where we are self-sustainable and we do not need them at all. And we engage with people as we wish, whether it's the BRICS, America, the UK, anyone. But also, the very same Afriforum spreading misinformation are the very same people who have these people of the far who own the farms and all these fruits, vegetables, and everything that they're exporting under this AGOA. They're one big fat joke, because you know what? Their votes will not get sold anywhere with the misinformation that they're spreading. And as much as I wouldn't like that deal to collapse, I just wish it could go just through a 2-3 month of uncertainty, or just nil trade, so that they could see what would happen when they continue spreading all of these lies, so they can put themselves back into order and put their racist remarks and attempts that they're trying to push. And I actually wanted us to read in some of these latest tweets that our president, Gayton Mckenzie, had been tweeting on X in the recent days. Because of what's been happening in all of these lies, propaganda, and everything in the past days, right? So ever since that hoax, that lie, that misinformed Donald Trump, who his friend Elon Musk has obviously been lying to, the whole country has been going in a frenzy where everybody has panicked, everybody has gone crazy. So we need to then discuss this matter, right? So the president had called for cool heads. So this is one of his recent posts on X on the 3rd of February. We have the world's highest unemployment rate. Telling your biggest trading partner to go to hell is not the way to go. Let's encourage our leaders to meet and fix this. Reality is what we should keep in mind, not Marxist rubbish. Let's make peace with our biggest trading partner. Let us show him that this narrative by some who act like patriots but are traitors are not telling the truth. Let me just show more. Are not telling the truth, right? Oh, I lost it. Yeah, they're not telling the truth. White people still own majority land and no one taking the land currently from them. Arrogance will make us pay a hefty price. No matter how we feel about the real Donald Trump, his views regarding what is happening in South Africa Cool heads and less ego is needed during this time. This is not a play park turf, but something you can leave a lot that can leave a lot of people unemployed and others dying if handled recklessly. Lastly, Afriforum enjoy basking in the fake sun. The farmers and exporters will pay a price never seen before if action is being taken by the US government. Everyone in South Africa, including knows that no land is being taken forcefully. You guys are wrong and silly. And we should always out South Africa first with the truth. Oh, then comes somebody. Just listen to this guy. Please, Gayton, zip it, man. You sound like someone paid you to say this cap in hand rubbish. Oh, yeah. We are not going to be bullied by delusional old men simply because his country is more developed than ours. Maybe this is a wake-up call, South Africans, to introspect and take the bull by the horns and become our own masters. The Jabba's attitude is not working. Disrespect. Show me one South African farmer who has his farm forcefully taken by the South African government without recourse, because none of them have. And Afriforum has their lawyers and union organization to protect them in court if any of that happens. I'm being attacked by parliamentarians, people who get free medical aid, top medical aid. You can go to hell, because I speak for the thousands of medical personnel who will be jobless. The sick will be dying if PEPSA gets cut. Let's not even talk about AGOA, which is true, right? Something that we really need to talk about. So then there's another Kefnis who goes on to say, well, MPs are allowed to sing songs about killing farmers with impunity, all while farmers are being killed. So there's that. And the current bill allows for expropriation with nil compensation. So there's that too, but keep trying to gaslight us. That's why I say a lot of these people, or a lot of these Afriforum people, are miseducated, because, or they're illiterate, one of the two. Because if they had read those laws, and they've even seen what the ANC have done, the ANC they don't have a backbone. They could never take land without expropriation. The only land that they most probably would take without expropriation is that of the land that is not being used for many years, and the owner has got no plans for it. But if you having land and South African government feels that they need to be taking this land, then only they will have to pay you the market value of it, so that you don't go and inflate this, right? Go and inflate prices just so that you can make a lot of money out of something that is not worthy of it. Because sometimes there are projects that need to be done for what? Public interest. Then that land would be taken. But if not for public interest, then there is no need to be taking any of that land, and none of that would happen. So they continue to lie to each other in the Afriforum and in their farm communities, right? And then they say that they've been so killed, while they forget how many of the other black being killed. It's probably over 30 times. The rate of what is happening to them is not even at the rate of 5% of what is happening to the black majority in this country. But they act as if they're being targeted. Everyone is at risk from criminals. Well, President Gayton Mckenzie says, you assume it's only white farmers being killed. Many black farmers die at the hands of these criminals. Who are the criminals? There are also white farmers, and there are also these black people who do not pick who they're killing, right? The killing of all farmers are a criminal matter, and a matter we should worry or worry all of us, and not a matter that should be used to score political clout. Then comes Herman Mashaba. I totally disagree with you, Gayton. South Africa is not part of the USA. South Africa is a sovereign state, and we are not going to sell our souls for any amount. If you are that man, let that be your own values. Then Gayton Mckenzie responds, read to understand by asking people for money and not wanting them to question or differ with you is lunacy. We are getting money from USA. Fact. Let's stop asking them for money and do our own thing. Reality is stubborn, my friend. The reality is that we can't afford this arrogance. Which is true. I would like us to also not ask anything from them. But we are not even at the point where we are self-sustaining ourselves. We are struggling. We are hit by corrupt officials, uneducated officials, people who have no vision, people who are taking us nowhere. Hence, we find ourselves still in this situation. We need different leadership so that we can actually be able to dictate our own selves and actually have true sovereignty. But as long as America can tell us what to do, we do not have true sovereignty, because we get dictated by a blonde guy somewhere in the White House. You have to be honest about these things. This is maybe a great chance to extract our minerals and gas without having to ask anyone for money for healthcare. South Africa is not in a position to tell USA to go to hell unless we are willing to carry the consequences. I'm just facing reality. White people have a duty to speak up and tell the truth. White people are not being persecuted and land is not being taken from them. We as government handled the PR regarding expropriation terribly, and I will admit the whole world is made to believe that whites are under siege. Which is true. But it is mainly being pushed by none other than Elon Musk and his racist friends. Well, guys, please like, subscribe, share this video, and I'll definitely be back with another one. Tango, salute leaders.
Sure, I would do honestly.